Right, so is there anything we need to look out for as we get into the game?
I do think, for me, focal points, Maluki and Malbs. These will be the two guys that need to keep delivering. And Maluki is always someone who, like, as he's clutching, as he's building up his kind of individual performance, it's all reflected in the cooling as well, right? He's someone who, when he's feeling it, everything about their game gets better. So let's keep an eye on this, right? Fast A play for Team 1. Already a player deep towards Sandwich, and I don't think Plano know about him yet. More up through Banana. Banana, that's not a spot, man. Out Ivy, that's what I'm talking about. They trade. They have a little 4-on-3. Things are all getting a bit hectic here out on the A site, and narrowly trying to keep it even is Pesadello, but running out of ammo has left it all on PRT. Down to the 1v1. Low on health. VSM has just missed this timing, but catches it the second time around. And there it is. Plano, they grab that pistol.
Looked like someone called that to him as well in the last second, right? The feet popped out behind the red train for one moment while he's getting timed. And I mean, he panic flicked back, but he didn't really know where the call was. That was a very awkward one-on-one. A nice try, but Plano pick it up.
And just to
strong.
Note here as well, I believe it was Harry that said that Team 1 has some sick nades for the CT side, Richard.
Yeah.
That's what we should be looking out for.
Okay. Well, that's a feature we're going to be keeping an eye on now. Also, keep an eye on this round because Team 1 have won a number of the second rounds across this tournament. Don't count them out when they've got Deagles in hand.
Yeah, maybe count them in. They're terrifying, although they're getting churned up. Oh, SMGs, FAMASes, everything getting stuck in and involved, and it's 5 alive at the end of things for Plano. That's rare to see as well. No casualties against a force buy from any team, let alone a team that we know is incredible with these rounds. So good start for Plano. They're going to get a freebie here, a third easily, and then we have the guns coming out.
And there it is, PRT with the Zeus. Noticing this a lot. When you go for those full ecos, someone might pick up a Zeus, try and get a gun.
He's going to drop Pop as well. He's got the spawn. Sadly, there's no one there, so...
Ah. What could have been?
We can only dream. Oh. Quick Pop drop. And one Deagle from XNS, but... other than that, don't expect too much here. I say that, and then Leo does something crazy.
The old jump round the corner. Didn't work for him that time. That's going to give Pesadeo an SMG that he's going to be able to maybe put to use. It's still going to be incredibly difficult. You can see KNG with the AUG. He's going to be playing from the back of inner. And you have to say that if he gets a sight of these guys, he will make mincemeat of them.
KNG's doing his best to not give anything away, though. As soon as he sees someone, he's going to press his spacebar, fly off the ladder. And he drops. Oh. Oh, they got the plant, though. Does he have a nade? No.
He doesn't. So, in many ways, when you consider what they came into the round with and what they're going out of it with... Imagine the flying Zeus, a hope and a dream. But yeah, what they're going out of the round with is certainly a lot more than they had any right to get. Plano can breathe a little bit easy there for me.
Yeah, get that Zeus out of there. 3-0 though, regardless. With the extra plant, the extra money, Maluki should be fine to AWP as well. So good to see that ASAP. Especially considering, you know, a lot of damage goes the way of Plano. While they can also get one, they will have to take that into account. They have not much to fall back on. So 3 AWPs in this round. Henny, KNG, Maluki. And they're setting a B round off.
Yeah, I like Maluki just holding this angle, right, for anyone to swing upper. He's not going to get given that fight, but KNG is still here with his AWP. You get one opportunity to hit this, and KNG makes it look easy. Exodus on the receiving end, and now KNG calling for rotations, and Plano are not being sparing with these rotates. It looked like they were going to shift a third round. They have a third man by connector. Who will join up with these site players. Leo onto a double. We'll call it a double for Leo, even though PRT stole one of them.
Yeah,
Luki trying to trade out. Oh.
Nice guy.
Man, like that was never going to happen, sadly. That's a really, really nice B hold out of Plano, right? KNG to open up. He goes on to find even more. But more importantly than that, he plays that kind of, once again, I'm going to use the term passive-aggressive, right? It's a little more aggressive than you would have at CTs because there's a bit more danger than normal. But he gets that first fight, falls back, buys time for the rotation, delays with a Molotov, and in the end, Plano have all their pieces in the right place at the right time. So just great stuff so far.
One of the buy at least, no AWP on Maluki. 2 mollies though and some smokes. Just enough for another inner take. I think it's important here as well for Team 1, if they do go ahead with this, they have to push. There's not enough nades to kind of have a defensive setup here, so once they go through here, we're expecting them to run, kind of meet the CTs in connector and CT spawn. Oh, spots the shoulder.
Oh, not ready for close man though. Molly, they're going to go through. Oh my goodness. Leo hears the tag, so he knows what's coming. He's going to run through their own upper smoke. Leo, hello, not looking at the smoke, and no cover from the AWP. Everyone's dead in an instant. Triple entry for Team 1. VSM keeping things interesting, but if they just don't peek and don't give him the fight, Henny's already surrendered the round, it seems like. VSM going to give it another go. Oh, timing. Still flicks back and takes out Malbs, but no one's giving Henny much love, so it should eventually be the save, just with some damage on the way out. Oh! Oh! Doesn't feel worth that.
Oh, okay.
And they lose everyone. Towing the line between retaking and saving, and they get nothing as a result.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a conversation of let's try and kill them instead, but yeah, a little bit undecided, I felt like. First,
you can imagine, right, Robin? There's a lot of big personalities in this team, and I'm sure every now and then people have their own ideas and chime in and say, no, I can go and get those kills. Trust me.
Even the VSM first kill, right? Like, he essentially pushes there by his own. So sure, if he gets the kill and he keeps on pushing, Lucas gets the one. Maybe it's a favorable trade, but it doesn't seem like there's any intent behind it.
And while that's gone on, VSM picks up the first kill of the round and gets himself a nice little upgrade. Thank you. I'll take that AK off your hands. One careful owner, hardly used.
Plano though, great setup for this. Team 1 about to walk out Ivy, maybe on timing, but Henny is in a great spot. 4 members outside here. Yeah. But bomb is inner at least, so it's a bit of a fake. Maybe go CT spawn here on a wrap. And by then, yeah, you are actually making the best calls possible in the current situation.
KNG's going to lock it out though. PRT has no more smoke to cross him. Luki could drop one if he wants, but they're going to jump across, and KNG is timed as he repositions. Leo looking for one at least, and that's what he gets. Worthwhile. CT shut down for Henny, but he can't hit the shot through the gap, and he's mollied out from the B player. Quick flank, but it's a nice plant done by Maluki, or by Malbs rather. VSM, even though he gets the kill, it's still open for these T's who have wrapped the spawn. It's a great idea for Team 1. They've just got to cut off these rotates. Henny coming in with the AWP, and he hits a banger. Maluki in a 1v3. We know he likes a clutch or two. and he can't hit any of these AWP shots. So VSM hunts him down. Big round from VSM on that flank down the pop dog, and it's a defuse for Plano.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
great by VSM there, right, Rob? And the way he's just gone up there so quick and read the situation to come behind him. Perfect timing. The bomb had just gone down. He gets a kill for free, and that sort of makes the round realistic and winnable.
yeah, I mean, he's super quick on that rotate. If you look at Plano's positioning there, they have 4 members outside, as I mentioned. As soon as Team 1 makes that move in Ivy, even when KNG goes down, VSM knows as soon as nades come down inner, he's all free to just rush in and be so quick on that flank. Bomb goes down, sure, but just in that positioning alone, there's no time for Team 1 members to kind of get in position. And this is kind of what we see, you know, Plano, they do have, it's just that nuke T side that just leaves a little poor taste in our mouths, I feel like.
Oh, the timing again. That's twice in a row for
We'll be seeing
KNG.
a train T side from them as well, so don't rule that out as being something
maybe.
that could be interesting, let's say. But for now, very much in the driver's seat. Even though KNG, as Hugo rightfully points out, the timing god's not on his side today.
This is a pretty dirty setup. Henny self-boosted in comm from the bomb train, so he's got connector, or T-con rather, and 2 floaters in the bomb site as well. VSM locking down the pop swing, and right now Team 1 are regrouping in spawn. They still have double B, so this could just be a bit of a fake play over that A site. We'll see how Pesadeo reacts. Does he want to go down pop and help them? No, he's just going to continue to sell this fake on the outer site. That's keeping 3 here right now. And with only Leo at B, he's got a good position that won't be cleared, but he's got to hit the shots. Henny locking down A, and now the rotates are needed. Leo is no longer peeking. He's letting them in.
I like it from Leo, though. They're thinking, oh, look, we've faked Plano out, when in reality, Leo was waiting this whole damn time. In with 3, just Maluki left standing. And traded by Henny right away. Huge stuff out of Leo. Big stuff from him there. Defuses in, and you could not have asked for more, right? He plays it to perfection. The moment the first bit of utility gets into that site, Leo is already planning 5 steps in advance for how he's going to try and outbrain Team 1.
And I wonder if Pesadelo actually spots him during the plant there. For the remainder Team 1 players, not expecting such wide a peak from Leo Drunky. Getting the bomb plants at least gives him the ability to keep on rebuying. Just around without an AWP on Maluki.
They just haven't had the right tactic to turn the screw and get to round 2. Maybe this will be the one. XNS is going to open up on a Lucas who's fully blinded. Pesadelo follows up. Finally a 5-on-3 advantage, but suddenly Henny and KNG and Henny again and Leo answer back, and it's just too much.
Wow.
The firepower is just too strong. Every time they have an advantage, Team 1, it seems like there's members of Plano there to shut them down.
Yeah, I did not expect a stomp from Plano, right? Like, I know it's early days, it could still be recovered, it could still be a fair half, but I know it's CT side, but like, you know, if they can get a 10-round half or something, you got to be having real problems. Actually, I say that they did the same thing on Nuke, didn't they? It's a different map. I want to believe. I want to have some faith. Regardless,
look, man, nothing is a guarantee when we talk about Plano.
Regardless, this is a Team 1 map. This is a great map for them. Even though, okay, yeah, they've lost 7 out of 10 times they've played it. Like, they've got the depth. They know what to do. And so I'm surprised to see them getting nothing on the T side. Amazing double pop setup. Couldn't have asked for a better play to deal with this Team A rush. And Lucas has got 2. His back is covered by VSM. Henny's got the orb. And there's no going wrong with a setup like that.
There he is.
Just gorgeous. Just gorgeous, man. I love that call. I love that decision. And called in at the perfect time as well. This is... I don't even know, man. This Plano team, causing my hair to fall out, and I've already shaved most of it off myself.
You don't want that, mate. The kids don't like it when you're bald. I can tell you all about that. That's all they ever talk about. You're bald, you're a bald fraud.
I've been doing it voluntarily, Richard. I've just, you know, I have a big head of hair, and then I just shave that MFer off. And...
Well, that's what I've been doing, but the problem is, right, this is how sad it is when you live in the crazy world of esports. I grew my hair. It was long again. It was down past my ears. People then went, he's had a hair transplant. You just can't win. I was never as bald as you thought I was.
That is devastating. I mean, I prefer being bald. I'm just going to say, way more convenient. And
oh, definitely.
You never have to worry about having a bad hair day because you just have a day.
It's been a bad hair day so far for Team 1 on Train. And they are looking to change that. Coming fresh out of a timeout. What are they going to do?
Pop out main, but only a little peek from Pesadeo. He doesn't want anything to do with it. And in fact, they're leaving B as well, so they will be grouping for this A split. Double.
Yeah, it's a shame for Team 1. I feel like they have had some good executes. Nice entry here on Henny. They've popped down inner a few times. They just haven't had success with it. Get the bomb down, but it's these after plants that just hasn't really been working out for them.
I love that double Ivy wrap into CT on that B round.
Yeah, but look at this, right? Plano, it's very quiet inside. When you do a deep, you tend to at least stick one guy in there, right, to make some noise, but they push of this. And again, really quick on the flank. We've seen that again from VSM. Now, this time around, it's KNG's turn. Completely red. Team 1 up like a book.
This has gone very badly. The big flank, though. KNG holding this shot. He's getting closer. Maluki, maybe a lineup. Oh, dear. He's going to pull out the pistol. What a mess from KNG. Oh, admirable attempt, but the results are not pretty. Lucas, your turn, bud.
Let's go. Process, though. So smart from KNG, right? He knows that his one chance is getting a double here is killing the AK first. So he kills the guy by E-box, expecting or hoping that the AWP will miss. Obviously, he fought. He failed. Look at this, right? He's smart enough to kill the AK. Here, he's unfortunate because he whiffs a bunch of bullets. But that would have granted him the 2 kills. Sure, he could have just killed the AWP, wrapped around a little bit more. But he's a playmaker, right? He wants more than that. He's not just happy enough with just the 1.
I can't blame him. Yeah, 1 P250 headshot there, and he probably wins the round, right? Like, just comes down to that. He gave it a go. Nice shot, though, to start. Finally going to get something going. XNS dead early, and they still want this A site. Team main control is all the Team 1 have, so flashing through. Maluki does find a pick to Lucas up Ivy side, and there's another onto VSM. KNG going up and over, faking the window break and trying to draw them the wrong way.
Look at the wrap going on from Henny all the way through, mate. All the way through, baby, into the back line, and now looking to do good on this position. If
go gadget legs.
If Maluki does just dome Leo, this round's probably over anyway. And I think it's over regardless of that.
They're going to be ready for the team main flanks after that last round, I think.
Ooh. Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Need the money here. Any gun saved is, well, your only gun next round.
Some good job that round as well. Maluki is smart enough. He's just holding an angle, right? Just expecting someone to eventually peek while his teammates work the outside area. So he gets the entry back 4-on-4, and all of a sudden, you know, with the flashbangs raining in, you finally get the bomb site. Collapses completely from a Plano. And yeah, 2 back-to-back rounds now. Exactly what Team 1 needed. Puts Plano out on a save.
Yeah, we got another timeout coming in as well. Lots to talk about. But it was a nice little adjustment from Team 1. You know, they were under the cosh. They were getting beat up by Plano. They took some time, had a bit of a rethink, able to pick up some rounds. And look, it's visibly aging KNG. There he's the stress. And he's got every right to be stressed. Suddenly, the game's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, this is the decider, right? Not a lock-in half, not a 10-5. Easily, Team 1 could come back in after breaking the money. Ooh. Oh, that's a hit. It's not anything big, but it's 33 damage for free, so you take that. Although they won't know about it.
It's on the AWP player as well, so yeah, absolutely you take that.
Get ready, Richard, for the Zeus kill, because if I had to call it, it would be this round.
Yes, this should be the one, and it's VSM. Who better to get a Zeus kill? I would absolutely love it. I love the Zeus. I think it's an underutilized weapon in CS.
He's just trying to dodge the flash. Here comes the exec.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Ah! We got it! Perfect.
Great.
Oh,
It was worth the wait.
music to my ears.
It didn't even sound anything like it. Well, I was so excited. I added on about 10 octaves. I went, wow!
Yahoo!
Yeah, exactly. I've gone
Mario's
Luigi. Yeah, I've gone Mario and Luigi on the case. Regardless, they may have got the Zeus kill, but they're not going to get the round. Henny, again, playing for exits. And you can hear someone scuttling around. Giving a think about a peek here. Using the sound play. And is going to get one. Not pretty, but they all count.
Yeah, maybe he can run in last second and grab a gun. Although the bomb will probably blow it in a less than ideal position. And well-placed Deo shuffles it out of there. Not
fresh
today.
from the circus. Look at him juggling all them guns. Henny gets nothing except a belated death.
And here it is. The comeback.
Yeah, I just realised how far off my impression actually was. Terrible. It's got worse over the course of the tournament, actually. I need to go back to casting school.
Sorry, you'll get the hang of it. There'll be more Zeus kills this event, Richard.
Thanks. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You just,
Will
like,
Plano be in it, though, Robin? That's the big question. Suddenly, Team 1 have 40 rounds on train. It was easy. It was 7-1.
Yeah. And this is not the comfort zone for Plano, right? No AWPs on either Henny or KNG. It is KNG, however, that gets the entry here. It's another inside round for Team 1. Haven't been that successful on these weapon rounds.
Leo needs to be checked. They need to keep their wits about them. Leo again. Oh, missed shot from Maluki. Lands it the second time around, but leaves him all alone. Not a lot of room, not a lot of anything going Maluki's way. And dead to the backstab of KNG. Leo really has been a defining character in this chapter of Plano, man. He's looking really, really good. This B site just off limits, and so much of it coming down to him.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think people forget, there was a period in history. I know it feels like ancient history because we've all been stuck indoors. But when this MIBR team was put together, Leo was like the guy that everyone was kind of talking about, was the great find on that roster. People were like, wow, where's this kid been? And he had so many impressive series. But it was just about other problems within that team, right? And now he's had an opportunity to really step up and perform, as you can see there. So it's been a joy to watch this series. No matter what happens, Leo can hold his head up high, that's for sure.
Right, deciding last couple of rounds here, and we've got an orb on either side. So bread and butter. Lucas with his util into main. Pesideo doesn't care. He's going to push the limits anyway with the E-box smoke. He flashed himself through. This is a fake, by the way. They're going inner. Any kills or space Pesideo gets is massive as it keeps a heavy setup on this A site. 5 players in the wrong place right now. Leo sees them come out B, but look at this space taken and the punish peek from Lucas. Very confused as to how deep he got, but he took the kill anyway. Meanwhile, bomb planted and the retake is on.
Again, though, we see Team 1, they're not pushing the inner bomb side here, so it's still a very difficult after plant, I'd say. They have a...
Yep, they got to take some of that space away, Robin. And they're putting too much pressure on Maluki's shoulders. He's the one with the AWP. He's the one who's going to have to hit long distance shots.
Yeah, it's going to work out for him here, but yeah, they're really making it a little bit harder for themselves. They're also not using their utility that much either in these after plants.
Yeah. About time. Maluki's been struggling these last few rounds. He was the king of the clutch on Nuke, but he's been Percy Strugsden on this map for sure. So they're going to get another round. We could still be on for that 10-5, Hugo.
Just around the corner, maybe. Although this buy is going to be a little bit weaker than last time. I just can't believe Pesideo got to the back of bomb on A site without getting seen while there were 4 players there. Christ. And I mean, that was enough distraction to keep, you know, all of Plano in that A bomb site for a good amount of time. Can he cause any more ruckus? Setting up in main, it's XNS this time around. Lots of util being lined up from the T-spawn. So seems like an actual A commit for a change. KNG getting mollied. He's got a little gap to hide on top of the train. VSM, SMG is Lucas drawing them in from range. VSM just shut him down. 2 kills, bomb dropped. KNG helps out and he's dropped by the AWP. They get overwhelmed eventually. Don't want to commit too hard in that 5-on-2. They've given Team 1 a way back in.
Yeah, but look, do they know about the guy going pop? Because it's Leo again on the hunt like a lion.
Ooh.
Yep, and once again, Maluki with it all to do. He's going to reveal his position. There's one, but surely he can't do it again.
Yeah, Leo's wrapping around all the way. It would be one thing if he showed his hand in pop first, but they never even knew he was there. So this is still not going to be expected. Maluki's focused on getting that bomb back. He could dive B as well. That would be really awkward for Leo, who's just given up the route back out. And oh my God, absolutely playing with them right now. Maluki, a free plant and another clutch on his plate.
Well, this would be God tier stuff if Maluki can pull this off. He's whiffed a few in the last few rounds. But if he somehow makes this clutch, he'll be one of the plays of the series.
One of the problems here is that Plano just don't know where he is. They don't know if he's playing this deep. They don't know if he's playing around the bomb, right? And the idea of denying a defuse. So they've got to waste a lot of time clearing dead angles here. They finally get in, but a lot of time ticked off the bomb already. Maluki dead on the swing. And so while he finds the perfect path, the perfect planning, he can't nail the execution. 10-5, Plano up in double digits. We know these T-sides, though, have been a tricky subject, a touchy subject. Can Team 1's bounce back? Or is this going to be Plano finally getting this series over the line? You're going to have to join us in just a minute if you want to find out.
We arrive at the moment of truth in the Brazilian derby. It's been a brutal attritional series. There can be only one team that will make it into the next phase. Will it be Plano? Will it be Team 1? We're about to find out.
Yeah, this is it, right? Now is not a time that you want these Plano weak T-sides to surface again. Not if you're an Plano fan. You're hoping that they can do good on this 10-5 half and make something happen. But Team 1 now beginning their CT side. Nice little double IV setup. A good read on the situation at hand, right? Malbs here helping PRT out. Smoke's already been baited out of Team 1. And Plano are pretty happy with that, right? They've got the utility out of them. They're now going to reroute and look to regroup, maybe going elsewhere. Actually, no, back to right where they were. And into Ivy, it would seem.
The nades Henny has, though, is pretty common. Molotov one, smoke off the other, just to gain some more space, if that's the plan. Yep, here we see the smoke first. You tend to... he whiffs. It might be the nuke T-side of Plano we see here. We'll find out here shortly.
That's not the start. 2 on 4, PRT still standing on 2 health, tucked in. Got a wrap B. It's a nice play. There's not really much that can stop them right now, except the rotate, which will be there in time, but we go all the way around. Upper player as well. We've seen so many bodies. Well, the bomb's dropped, so it's done. Forget it. Doesn't matter. Maluki snipes him down from upper. I was going to say they'd never be ready for him. They had other things on their plate to deal with. There's a pistol for Team 1 and a comeback on the horizon.
Yeah, not what you want to see. The smoke molly combo you'll see during weapon rounds as well. By the time the molly fades, you should be close enough to essentially just pop through there. But with the failed smoke, kind of got pretty chaotic. Having to clear the left side as well, so you kind of leave out the closed left side. And with no bomb plant, we don't see a buy from Plano. Three SMGs on Team 1 side though, looking to collect a bit larger of a paycheck.
Yeah. So is Ivy the nuke outside of train?
Yeah. How much do they love Ivy is the question.
Oh.
I was gonna say maybe it was to waste some nades as well, but
well, at least we know they don't mind ramps on this map. Or maybe they do. I suppose when they're on fire, best to avoid them. Little tip for you there at home.
Well, this should just be an absolute bloodbath, and it doesn't disappoint in that sense. Team 1 get the conversion. They never even break a sweat. That was a full eco, right, out of Plano. It was all with the goal of investing in this round. Really, you were hoping for like a bomb plant there at best. Weren't able to do that, weren't able to get any kills. So now they come out with the rifles, but they will be lacking this AWP. They won't be able to have that till a little bit later on in the second half. Instead, we're looking at rifles across the board and a bonus round for Team 1.
see what they have in store for us. No flashbangs from Plano. 2 mollies, 2 smokes, and HE, so it's going to be an intertake. Kenji with 1 of the smokes and Ivy, so probably just there for the fake.
Oh no. Ollie's good at least. Maluki, if he went a bit wider, he would have had them looking at the ramp, but he hesitated and he jiggled, and so they put him down low. He does put a stop to the B play. They see 2 CTs there and they want out. But that pick might entice them back in. That's PRT instead. Maluki's back down to the bomb train, and KNG lines up a double. Can't kill either. Man, that was close. Instead, it might just have to be this B hit. Now with more time passing, more rotates arrive. XNS moves in too.
Favorable weapons as well, though, Hugo, and favorable health pools. So, certainly not out of it, Plano. Still got time on the clock. Waiting to see if anyone else is going to reveal themselves. Maybe lose that discipline. And here comes the smoke. So, oh, what a shot from Maluki to take down VSM. But
They
trade
just
it
go
out.
1 by 1. The spacing, it's like contact plays into B. They have all this util. They will finally get in. That looked dicey, to be honest. 2 CTs already here in time. Pesadeo, the round in the palm of his hand, and the bomb dropped as well. He can't follow up. Nice shot from Henny. 5 health remaining, keeps Plano in the lead.
5 health and no time.
Yeah, it's one of those difficult ones. He's gone for the swing, for the transfer. Probably couldn't get off the train in time. Could have just dropped down and would have won the round, but had to take that fight, I think. But it wasn't high-level tactics, was it, Harry? It was a bit, let's just keep walking out and let's have some 1v1, shall we?
Yeah, at times, and this isn't a compliment either, at times, sometimes, you know, KNG's leadership or the decisions that are made reminds me a bit of like Nico as an IGL and how his teams used to play, where sometimes it can just feel very odd. Like you're kind of watching it and it feels like, you know, you're trying to play it hyper safe, you're trying to play like a numbers game, and you're doing that, and then suddenly you make that decision, like, you know, to go one at a time. Really, I think that should have been a Team 1 round, right? If it wasn't for the individuals bailing out Plano in that situation there, that strategy would have never have worked, right? Like a good IGL, the thing that they're good at is they take a team of 5 players and they make that team better than the sum of their individual parts, right? And I still don't think we're entirely there yet with Plano. I think a lot of the time it's kind of the other way around, in that the individuals have to bail out some of the way that the round plays out, and, you know, some of the decisions that are made along the way. That round was a pretty keen example of it, where pretty much everything was off. The pacing was weird, the spacing was off as a result, the trade work was not even there, really.
No flashes, you know, just like, whatever.
I mean, this round, right? This round is a sick time to go no flashes and just stroll in. You haven't really done anything to signal this push, and so you're very deep. But, you know, you were hoping for some kind of result out of it. The Orbs come rotating in. Team 1 got this info from a check at the back rails, and they just pulled everyone over. It's another one of these cases where Plano show you their first player. That's often where they're going. And so Team 1 just move everyone over to B. Once again, I'm getting some nuke vibes from this T side. I don't want to be the one to say it, but it's
a shame as well,
similar.
because they have enough utility to go down there, to just, once they're down, to just throw the utility. Get the bomb down, you're in a good spot. But they don't spot the fact that Team 1 actually spots them, I believe.
Are they going to expect XNS here? That's the real question. He's held all that time. Well, I see him now. Lucas cleans it out. They might pull a round out of the fire here, guys. Incredibly.
The RT's so low. 1 bullet and Lucas hits it. 2 on 5. Now 2 on 2. Now 1 on 2. Lucas with a lot to do. Maluki is low, but he's on the AWP, and he locks down the angle to keep Team 1 in control. Yes, it gets dicey, but a round's a round.
I'm glad that Team 1 win that, right? I don't want Plano to keep being able to dig themselves out of, you know, like questionable situations by just being great players. I think occasionally you need to be humbled by getting out-read, out-positioned, and out-brained by your opponent. And that round there, that's exactly what happens, right? They don't heed the warning of that initial spot from the back rails. They fully commit to the B play. And even then, outside of the 2 that are aggressive, there was no one really set up to trade or hold on to the site. And then everything gets very, very weird and up in the air. So humbled a little bit by Team 1, who are now, you know, on the precipice of really building into this game. They break the money of Plano at a very important juncture. They're building up their own. This is their best chance yet to really, you know, make some money on this CT side. And if they manage that, if they win this round, keeping it even vaguely clean, then that is a huge win for Team 1.
First blood for KNG. There's still plenty more CTs here. 2 are trapped con. This AWP is looking for picks, and Maluki's got it. Reload, weapon swap. It's all a bit of a mess for XNS, and we have some more trades. Leo's on the site with his Deagle, laying down death. Pesadeo comes through the Ivy smoke and wraps back to find a second with 1 point of health. Henny now in the clutch. Lucas could do it. How's his try? Nice start. Pesadeo on 1, and all he needs is a single bullet.
Oh,
Don't doubt yourself.
Oh, I just thought, yeah, a little sigh of relief, really, that this round's even still happening. Henny. Oh, he's hunting
read
it.
it.
He's hunting it. He's got the read. He sees the arm. He takes the leg. And Plano, they get themselves up on the 12. You were hoping for a clean round there for Team 1. And instead, it's snatched away on the force by the Plano T side on just the back of a fast A execute with KNG opening up.
Same sequence again. Could have been scary. Could have landed just a one shot there, Pesadillo, and the round would have been over. Oh, Maluke though.
I can't figure this guy out. He just does. He does that and then misses some of the most ridiculous shots. Who is this guy?
It's nuts right now. 22 and 13.
Yeah, he stopped fragging, but think of all the whiffs he's had. It's crazy. It makes no sense to me. He could have been. He could have had 40 by now, probably, if he landed all the easy shots.
Well, yeah. What can you do?
Yeah, but Maluki is like one of these freaks of nature where the more pressure you apply, the better he gets, right? Like, I think if a shot's too easy, that's where he crumbles. There's like not enough pressure on him. He needs to know, like, I've got to land an impossible shot, and then he'll pull it out of the bag. He's very, very good at that. That's why he's such a terrifying clutcher to run into, right? Because those are like the most high pressure scenarios you've got. He's entirely just worrying about his own game at that point, and he's feeling the pressure. And it just molds him into this like terrifying beast to deal with. KNG trying to slip the net on this Ivy maneuver, but instead, yeah, you know,
the Eagles.
Team 1, terrifying force by team to run into, and we're finding out why. The Deagles tearing them apart. Malbs MD, baby. The doctor is in, and you won't like his diagnosis. He's given them one to the dome again, and it's just Lucas in the clutch. 1v5. No matter how good you think this guy is, this should be an impossible round. And there's Malbs to lock it in with his signature gun.
He should just use it all the time, mate. It's ridiculous. How many Deagle kills has he got this tournament? I'd love to see that stat. He's got to be like up there as the leader, surely.
I think he definitely is like one of the best Deagle players in NA. Like I see so many NA players will like tweet at Malbs and just ask him like, how is your Deagle so good? Like even when he's like streaming, you know, playing FPL and stuff. It is unreal. There are some players where like when you give them a Deagle, they're just scarily precise, like a level of precision you don't get when you have like an AK in hand. You know, they're not one-tapping people with the AK, but with the Deagle. They'll pop off. They'll give you 4 crisp, clean headshots when they know they've got to make that one shot count. He just looks so elegant when he's using it. Like the way that he peeks, man, it's like ballet when you watch Malbs with the Deagle.
He's got the Deagle from Source, and no one else in CSGO has that, right? That's what's going on.
Like this round here, I'm looking at it. So I guess the game plan is to wrap CT. I guess that's what you were gearing towards.
Yeah, but without any nades, I feel like it's wishful thinking in some sense, right? Like you'd rather have more bodies here when you just do this simple inner execute, try and get the bomb down as the bonus. Sure, you might still get it, but...
Oh, the flank is in. There's a double flank going on. There's one on A, one on B.
Pesadillo, believe, man. Believe.
Oh, mama.
Believe in the Pesadillo. And with that kill, the round's locked in. So that's 10 on the board for Team 1. And yeah, Robin, I want to kind of draw attention to what you just said. I think that is a very good diagnosis of the Plano T side in general, I feel like a lot of it is wishful thinking, right? Like assuming you are going to get the best possible outcome out of every single, you know, stage of your plan. I think like the true in-game leaders who have really been able to nail it down acknowledge that no matter how good a team you have, no matter how good an idea is or how many times it's worked before, there's always a chance it goes wrong, right? And even though that's not what you're hoping happens, you still have, you know, things in place or ideas on how to try and address it in the moment. Whereas, as we've seen from the Plano T side, I think so much of it is they've just been used to it always working. And so a lot of these errors feel like they've encountered before. Then they do this, and then you're left going, yeah, they're nuts, man. Never even a doubt in my mind.
It's one of the first outside rushes, right? Like, they've been running such slow...
It's another one where it feels like they're kind of outbraining themselves a bit,
exactly.
right?
Like, so many players walking and trying to catch timings and stuff when they don't.
It's like, man, you're all nuts. Like, just run it. And actually, it's funny that I drew that comparison to Nico earlier. That was always one of my big critiques about, like, when he was IGL in phases. It's like, man, look at the names in this team. Like, do you think Olaf needs to be told to sit back and just wait? Do you think Coldzera needs to be told, like, let's just sneak around a bit? You know, like, if you really want to, when you've got aimers, when you've got guys with individual skill like this, you could just say, like, let's just have a bit of a wild one, shall we? Let's just run them down, give them a taste of, you know, Brazil.
What does that taste like, Harry?
Delicious, man. I really liked the food when I was out there.
Tastes
I
like
wasn't
a
a vegetarian,
Caprina.
so...
That's what it tastes like.
I was gonna say, because we mentioned a bit of a gamble. Imagine a world where Team 1 CT and Mirage was a little bit better. They were shooting some heads, and they were getting some individual fights. Chances are it would have looked very similar to the Nuke and Train one, right? As I mentioned heading into this, the only difference I'd say is like Mirage is a much easier map to kind of do that with compared to the Nuke, upper, lower, even in Train to a certain extent, right? It's a very long map. Yeah, like rotates are very, very long. So we're not getting these individual picks that you just so desperately want. Yeah, it causes a lot of chaotic rounds rather than, to you guys' point, right? We're very individually skilled. Why don't we just, you know, throw some smokes outside, flashbangs, and just go out and shoot these guys? You know, maybe it's that simple.
Well,
yeah, it would be one thing. Sorry, Richard, go ahead.
Sorry, we've done it twice. We've done the double talk over each other, which is the nightmare. This is where it gets mega awkward. I'll just stop. Should be talking anyway, probably. Just gonna sit here and enjoy my scotch. You can take over. You got it.
Yeah, we have another A rush at least, right? So the point I was going to make is it's not like we've really seen it, right? We keep drawing these questions, and that's because it's so much the same thing. So it's nice to start to see a bit more speed, a bit more pace, and look at the result.
Beautiful.
Drunky with 4.
Plano, man, just let your boys run wild, get excited, get hyped. That's how you should be, right? That's the Plano we want to see. I want an Plano that just run out at you, right? Nothing really makes sense, but you're left going, well, they're making it work, aren't they, right? They're inspired by the likes of Furia, and they're making it look clean. They're the kind of calls we want out of Plano when they're going for these, like, slow, drawn out, a lot of the time lacking trades, you know, like you don't get to put the spotlight on individuals.
I've got an analogy for you, right?
Yeah.
You don't take Mike Tyson to a chess tournament. You know what I mean?
No,
and that's what's going on here. They are a unique value proposition in World Counter-Strike. They have the talent on this roster to beat you up, and they are trying so hard to be this cerebral team. Oh,
KNG got hit by Maluki to 1 health with the AWP.
Yep, that's a frustrating one.
But will he always be remembered as the one who got away?
Henny's going B with the bomb. This is very weird.
No, the one who got away!
Who needs HP?
And now I don't even think PRT's realized yet that, like, you know, yeah, he's going to have to deal with KNG, but that's where the problems have only just began. Right now, you realize the full scale of them. The bomb's down on B. It's been ticking for a while. Plano are about to reach 15, and you've got Henny left to get past, who has the bomb planted for him. He's playing this off angle at connector. PRT, no idea where he could be. Like, look at it. You've got a trillion trains to search through, my friend, and he can't find him. He can't locate him. That's the round for Plano, and it's another fast, reckless A play that gets them there. All the entries come in, and then you just hand it off to KNG and Henny in the clutch. Full faith in the two of them. They split up, they win their fights, and now they're one away from moving on to that next phase.
Yeah, and you
And
can
you
see
see
them
that
on the
moment.
webcams. They're getting fired up, Hugo. They're going to be
Yeah.
celebrating like they were against Triumph. Remember, in that interview, they said, we have to go to the major. They're not just talking about phase 3. They want to be at the big show.
And this is it. One round and they're there, at least at the next phase. One step closer. Watch out, that flash could kill you, PRC. You're on 1 health. Oh, the pistol. Very, very close. I like the attempt. Look at Leo. He's run right by. Now he needs to turn around. PRT's fired his shot. KNG's
Leo's
still
still
giving
going.
his kill with the pistol. And Leo's still fragging out on the
Leo?
side. Hello, communication. They're getting a bit ahead of themselves, but they should still have this
he's
round.
1 health. It's
and
fine.
this entire series. I can't believe the speed. The speed at the end. It's the answer. The last 4 rounds are the fastest rounds of the entire map.
Yeah, wish we could have seen that a little bit more. And it's more so as well, like, it's not like they haven't been doing these pushes before, but it's more so they're doing it together. And they're working as a unit. And it's gonna net them the win here. Some ups and downs, but they've done it.
And there you have it. Plano have got over the line against their Brazilian brethren. Lots of celebrations. They're through to the next phase. Disappointment for Team 1. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to break down all the action from that series. We'll see you then.